So, somewhat interesting news. MVS reportedly had a visit with the LA Chargers. I think this would be a pretty good addition to that wide receiver room right now because, as you know, it's still in kind of a development stage and they need pieces. They also recently signed DJ Shark, which I think it's a solid move to kind of like establish it a little bit better because Shark is a veteran. He's been around for a while. He had one really good year with the Jaguars like 4 years ago, but other than that, he's been pretty kind of pedestrian. Again, he's not a bad player, but he's not like a game changer. So, and of course, they did draft Lad McConkey. He has potential, of course, but rookie, so we'll truly have to see. And they still have Quentin Johnson from last year. Obviously, huge disappointment with his rookie year. Just really awful. He had a lot of hype coming out of the draft too, and but it's a new year, brand new receiving room. No Mike Will, no Keenan Allen. As of right now, it's Quentin Johnson, Joshua Palmer, Lad McConkey, and DJ Shark. I think adding MVS would definitely be a solid move. I'd say right off the rip, he's the two in that offense. Obviously, he would bring a lot of speed, and having speedy wide receivers to really sometimes just to be a decoy is never a bad thing. And he's kind of like a mini gadget player too, just would add a little more flavor to that offense going into this year. So if you're a Chargers fan, you should be hoping that they do sign him. And let me know, Chargers fans, do you think they should sign MVS? How do you feel about DJ Shark? How do you feel about Lad in his rookie year? Let me know. I think this is going to be a pretty polarizing year for the Chargers. Probably the first one in a long time because all eyes are on them. Literally, all eyes are on them this year. I mean, who doesn't want to watch Jim Harbaugh back in the NFL and watch? He's going to get a lot of primetime games. I'd say 5 is my prediction. I think the Chargers are going to get 5 primetime games, and that's pretty crazy considering that, they were kind of like a bottom feeder team last year. Usually that doesn't happen with schedules and whatnot, but you add the star power, anything goes, and Jim Harbaugh is a star. And again, hell of a move by Chargers ownership to finally pull the trigger and not cheap out on a coach. So, exciting year ahead. But I want to take a quick moment to actually think about realistic expectations with the Chargers this year, specifically with the AFC West. I think, to be honest, they do have a fair shot to win the AFC West in Jim Harbaugh's first year. I know that might sound like a hot take. I know that might sound outrageous, but it's not. The Chiefs didn't have a good regular season last year. Therefore, they're pretty susceptible when it comes to the regular season. And I think it's going to be kind of like a similar pattern too. I mean, Rashee Rice just got in trouble even more, so he's probably gone for half the year. And, the whole theory of championship teams kind of getting bored in the regular season and just kind of like trying to figure it out for the first 2 months of the year. I think that's going to be true again with the Chiefs. I feel like September, October, even November, they're just going to be trying to figure it out, trying to get the chemistry going, see what works. And then obviously when it's playoff time, they'll heat up. But I'm telling you, the Chargers have a realistic shot to win the AFC West, and that would be pretty impressive for Jim Harbaugh's first year. And yeah, I mean, am I crazy for this? Let me know what y'all think. I really think it's realistic. I really do. So let's say hypothetically the Chargers do win the AFC West. Obviously, I'd have the Chiefs coming in number 2. That's obviously a given. And then I'd probably say, again, it's going to sound crazy, but I really think the Broncos would be 3rd in the AFC West. Maybe it's not crazy. Maybe it's not. To go into a year with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew as your only quarterbacks, that's risky, man. That's really risky. And I like the Raiders roster, like Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers. They have pieces. They have foundational pieces around them. But, like, we saw last year with the Falcons, you had Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke. And the Falcons had a good roster too, but it's just risky business to go into a year with no kind of unknown, uncapped potential quarterback on your roster. Like, we know who Gardner Minshew is, and I feel like we more or less know who Aiden O'Connell is. Like, I'd be surprised if he really took another step forward. The games he did play last year, he looked fine. Gardner Minshew and him, it's going to be a close quarterback battle to look out for because I think they're pretty evenly matched, but I can't really get behind that, man. It's too risky. Like, it's just really shady to just go into a season, a full NFL season with only those 2 quarterbacks on your roster. I don't know, man. I feel like it could get ugly, even though the Raiders do have a better roster than the Broncos right now. Absolutely. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know. Am I wrong? I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the Broncos finish dead last as well, but let me know what y'all think. Those are my predictions. Chargers, 1st place. Chiefs, 2nd. Broncos, 3rd. Raiders, 4th. Is that outrageous? Is that outlandish? Let me know. I want to hear your predictions. And yeah, let me know what y'all think. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Drop back, shotgun formation. And he hauls it in. Being a go-to target, Phil, I think you would say every quarterback needs one. In fact, one just like this guy.
Well, I know this. They need one. I know they all want one. And as a wide receiver, some guys, it doesn't matter if you double team him every...
San Diego in for the score. Rushing it in for... And that...
The Chargers offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown. Yeah, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to